The Curriculum Instruction Program Evaluation this year will focus on a goal from our Comprehensive School Improvement Plan. The goal we're going to focus on is goal number 1 for student performance. This goal focuses on our educational and instructional programs to improve student performance. In addition, this focuses on vision point number 4 for our district vision points, which is to increase career programs, Project Lead the Way, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which is our STEM education program. We began the implementation of these programs at Melville High School in the fall of 2004 in the engineering program, and at Oakville High School in the fall of 2008 in the engineering program. We began the biomedics program at both of our high schools in the fall of 2012. Project Lead the Way curriculum is project-based learning. It is based on 3 essential components, which includes critical thinking, problem solving, and collaboration skills. Currently, there are 5,200 schools in all 50 states that participate in the Project Lead the Way curriculum. We currently have 10 sections and 161 students at both of our high schools involved in our engineering courses.
This class is called EDD, which is Engineering Design and Development. And basically what it is, it's the capstone program for the engineering pre-engineering program that we offer here at Melville High School. The design purpose on this was to come up with a no-cost Halloween animatronics that's not out there right now.
And there's a motor with a rack and pinion, and it goes up and goes back down. There's also a motor in the back of the Barbie, and the head spins and it lays back down. 3, 2.
Sure. I really want to get John to get a picture of that before.
So, here we go. And she is now a beautiful fairy.
So, this is the only product out there that you can attach to your back and wear a nice little fairy costume, or we could even make it scary. You know, it's something that will appeal and that will sell.
Failure is a very important part. As you can see with this, we messed up several times with the gears. We had to get a lot of assistance, getting advice, and we learn from our mistakes. We get better.
I'm going to civil engineering. We need to know how things work, why things work, and just civil engineering is buildings. I need to know how to make them and how to design it so that it doesn't fall down. So this helps with that.
I follow my students a lot, especially in colleges. And our colleges are very happy with the people that we're sending down to them because they're very well trained. They know what to be expected. They know the rigor and relevance of this kind of class. And it's got them so much more advanced for colleges. And the colleges absolutely just love this kind of stuff.
We currently have 12 sections and 267 students enrolled in our biomedics courses.
Principles of Biomed sets the scene for the other 3 classes in the sequence. It starts off with the death of Anna Garcia, and the job becomes for the students to determine the cause of death.
I just did the test number 2 for the contents of Anna's stomach, and it's just basically testing if the whatever she ate at her previous meal had starch in it.
Some of the labs would be like we had to take a glucose tolerance test and an insulin test, and we had to figure out if she had diabetes in the first place.
We just created graphs with them. So this is the glucose testing. In red we have our patient Anna Garcia, and then we had 2 other patients, A and B. And obviously these numbers a little fluctuated over time.
We learn a lot about different body systems. I've learned a lot about how just we survive and how we work.
The whole Anna Garcia is it's a mystery, and they are collecting pieces along the way, and in the end they're going to be asked to put all of these pieces together to create a big picture.
This is our Human Body Systems class. It's the 2nd course in the Project Lead the Way Biomedical Science program. I have 10th graders through seniors, and what we're focusing on right now is our communication unit. And the biggest part of communication is our brain, so we're going through and making a brain swim cap. They'll have half of it be the outer brain, half of it be the inner brain, and then what it controls.
This is all temporal, and then pons, cerebellum, medulla. All right.
Yep.
We're just kind of trying to learn everything that we can in order to have a better understanding of the body and how to use it in a future medical career.
Our main goal is to really pump out those kids that really want to do science, and they've known this for a long time, because if they know they want to do science, they're going to come in as a freshman and do an additional science class with the physics, and then they're still going to go on when they have chemistry, and then possibly when they're in their senior year, they might be taking even more science because that's what they know and that's what they love.
We will be adding the 2 additional courses in the fall of 2014 and the fall of 2015. We are looking at implementing the Gateway to Technology program at our middle schools in the fall of 2014. We have a short video to show you that gives you an overview of this program.
One of the wonderful aspects about these Project Lead the Way courses is that students are learning new knowledge and gaining understanding of things that actually happen in the real world.
The static determinacy equation is what you use to find out if a bridge, a truss, is stable. So that would be 2 times the joints equals the members plus, let's see, I think it's members plus reaction forces. Yep, members plus reaction forces.
We've allowed our students to be more hands-on with their STEM learning, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's also allowed our students to be able to be more engaged and enjoy the fun aspects of all the different kinds of learning.
What's interesting about the Project Lead the Way approach to education is that it really is project-based learning, but it's also inquiry-based learning because students are looking at bigger questions in the world.
My partner and I spent about a week and a half building this robot from a bunch of different parts. We were told to make it run using a controller. Now what we're doing is trying to program it so it'll move completely on its own using a program called Robot C. And whenever the button at the front is pressed, it'll back up, turn, and keep going.
They're doing projects and learning technological engineering and mathematical skills as part of that process, but they're solving the problems. They're thinking through the process. The teacher gives them a small chunk of instruction, sets the context, gives some basic information.
Okay, so I'm going to put it on the edge, and then you're going to put it right in there.
Okay.
Okay.
The paper and then putting it in there.
In the glue.
And then the students take that with the particular problem of the day that's involved with what they're looking at, whether it's something in robotics, in rocketry, hot air balloons, and the mechanics of that. And then the students build the piece of technology that they're going to be testing, and they test it.
My challenge through this program, the codes were not matching up with the robot. I did not realize on the computer that there were 3 different categories that the wires could be plugged into. So they were not plugged in, and the computer program in the robot did not work.
And they try and make it better. They try and figure out what didn't work. Why didn't it work? How can I make that better? And that's the process of where you take the project and it starts to go into the inquiry level, because the students are questioning, why didn't that work? What can I do? How can we make this better? They ask each other, they ask other resources, they can go out and search that. So it's a hand in hand. I mean, I really do see it as a mix, but at different levels.
What we're doing in this class is we're building airboats, and we have to build them to where we want it, and it's a lot harder than it looks.
In PLTW, Flight in Space, I learned how to make an airplane go into the air with 5 degrees. We also experienced how to make rockets, parachutes, and kites. In my career, aerospace engineering will help me.
In PLTW, Science of Technology, I learned to be very precise in what I was making. It helped me understand more about my career goal in being a doctor.
In Project Lead the Way, we're learning automation and robotics. In here, we learn how to use the program on the computer and build robots. And this will help me in my movie producing career so that I can do certain animations on the computer and also build robots for certain types of movies.
My career goal is being a veterinarian, and this class helps me with mathematics.
In order to implement the Gateway to Technology program at our middle schools, we will be required to implement 2 courses in the fall of 2014. Those 2 courses are Design and Modeling and Automation and Robotics. Those courses require 9 weeks to complete each unit. The Design and Modeling addresses the question, what is engineering, and introduces students to the design process. Automation and Robotics focuses on mechanical and automated systems. Both courses are a great lead into the high school engineering program. In addition to those courses, we would have the ability, beginning in the fall of 2015, to add additional units. Medical Detectives focuses on the mysteries of the human body systems. This course prepares students for the high school biomedical program. Green Architecture introduces the students to architectural plans, construction styles, alternative materials and processes, measuring and architectural sustainability. This course leads into the high school civil engineering and architecture courses. Energy and Environment allows students to investigate the impact of energy on our lives and the environment. Flight and Space explores the science behind aeronautics. Magic of Electrons focuses on the science of electricity, behavior and the parts of atoms, and the sensing devices. Science of Technology applies the concepts in physics, chemistry, and nanotechnology to STEM activities and projects. In addition to the middle school courses, Project Lead the Way has implemented an elementary program that was piloted this year at a few schools across the nation. We would have the opportunity to add that program in the fall of 2015. There are a series of modules for that program. There are 4 modules per grade level that require 10 hours of instruction for each module. Students engage in design problems that encourage collaboration, analysis, problem solving, and computational thinking. Currently, the elementary project is being piloted in 43 schools across 23 states. It is designed for K through 5 students. It creates a pipeline from kindergarten to career. Project Lead the Way studies show that students decide as early as 2nd and 3rd grade whether they like and think they're good at math and science.